Hey, Jackie Bros.
Folks, Dunlap here, back with another installment of my podcast, the Red State Update, whatever podcast.
You can have it. That's fine. You trying to rile me up, but the less associated with this is better with me. I'm fine.
You attach to it. Google your name, see what comes up.
I know what comes up.
Google it.
I know, but usually it's if I just
Let's see you try and get a job after this.
I don't need no job. Let's see you try to get a job at all, any kind of job, ever, your whole life.
This ain't about me, Jackie.
Well,
Let's see you
you
try.
just said it was. You said it's all you.
Let's see you try to get into a good old folks' home now.
Yeah.
They won't have you in here. There.
Well,
Hey, guys, it's Easter. Easter Sunday is
Yep.
when we're recording this.
Yep. I hope everybody went to church. I couldn't. I usually go with Miss Bros. I couldn't this year. Had to stay behind store a little longer than normal, so I didn't get there. But she got there. Went down the street, took her and all that stuff. And but I was thinking about, I probably celebrated Easter more than most of you, and you know what I'm talking about if you ever listen to this thing. So serve good church-going folks some food. I know what they was going to go do after. They all, baskets and all that mess. But either way,
Jackie hates Easter eggs and Easter accoutrement.
it's just I saw what they say. Some people say, pagan stuff is what, I always raised up to believe pagan is wrong, bad. That's what people work like hippies, something like trees or whatever. But that was, blasphemy. But it's fine when you mix it up with Jesus, I guess.
Can I just say, I want to mention again, Twix eggs, how great they are. Now, sometimes you take a candy like a Twix bar or a Snickers bar and you make it into an egg shape.
Yeah.
Loses something.
Yeah.
I'd say the Snickers egg, not as good as a taller, differently shaped Snickers bar.
No, like those big Snicker bar, extra big. What do you call
extra
them?
big. That's
extra
the
big
best
Snickers. Yeah, that you can go. It don't. It's
like,
fine the way it is. You ain't got to shape it no other way. Yeah.
It's like tearing into a big, thick steak. When you get one of them giant Snicker bars, you want to savor it. You want to take some time. I don't go all out and do it with a knife and fork. I like the mouth feel of using my teeth to bite
into it. I'll eat one that keep a wrapper on it and eat one of those all day. Now, the thing is, back in the kitchen, I try to do that, and I lay it down, that melts, gets all over everything.
Gets grease on it or a
Yeah,
roach.
well, I got to put, no, it ain't got no roach. I got to put it over, I forget. I take a bite out of it, keep a wrapper on, set it down, like I said, savor that for a while, and then go back to it. But, I messed up a couple times, set it down too close to the oven, whatever it is I'm cooking back there.
How have you not burnt this place to the ground?
What do you mean? It ain't burnt to the ground yet. But if I'm somewhere else, not in the kitchen, eating a Snicker, I'll eat on that all day long. Big one. Well, big ones I will.
But Twix egg, an improvement over Twix bar.
I think you sell that, and that's more original, too. If it never had to be affiliated with Easter and just call it Twix egg, everybody, give me that Twix egg. I'd eat it, too.
I think some folks may want to go back and listen to last week's podcast where Jackie lays out his list of problems with Easter. He loves Jesus, but he does not like
I love Jesus. Lord knows I love Jesus. And everything Easter is about, I don't see a good Lord come back to life and you having to paint up, painting on anything, painting up eggs like whore ladies and hiding them. I mean, I don't think the two go together.
What about those make-your-own pottery places?
Ah.
You don't like painting on things, but what if those places where you go and you get to make your own pottery?
What?
Like Color Me Mine or pottery.
You'd have more. You wouldn't be wasting food, yeah. I don't think the Lord looks down and likes wasting food.
Well, what if you make a mug in one of them pottery places, but you paint it up with Easter eggs and colorful scenes of the Easter Bunny.
You can do that all year long. That's fine. Yeah, I ain't got a problem with that. But if you do that just on Easter, as in celebrating the resurrection of your Lord, I don't think he probably appreciates it. I know I don't.
Well, basically the same thing. So I do want to say Twix egg better than regular Twix. I like the width of it.
I love Twix. It's just you have it year round. Don't make it special because that's not what this day is about. But, it tastes delicious. I like it better than a regular Twix. Should have had Twix egg all year round and have nothing to do with Easter. I'm going to like it that much more.
I'm going to get on change.org and start a petition for the Twix Corporation to do away with regular Twix and only produce Twix eggs.
Org.
And then I don't know if they should still call it Twix egg or if it should just become Twix.
No, Twix egg. That's part of fun saying it. Yeah.
Yeah, Twix egg is
Twix
more fun
egg.
to say. Twix egg.
Not Twix Easter egg.
Nope.
I mean, that's what's implied. It's not called that, but it's implied because it only comes out during Easter. All year round, Twix egg.
Twix egg.
Yeah.
Twix egg.
Just by itself. Not all.
Twix egg. I ain't got nothing against a good opening up a Twix and chowing down on it. Twix is good.
I got no problem eating a chocolate rabbit. That's good too. Everybody like chocolate, sweet taste every now and then. I chocolate rabbit year round, not just on Easter. This ain't got nothing to do with the resurrection of my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. But chocolate egg separate away from that, or either chocolate egg, chocolate rabbit. I ain't got a problem eating it. Delicious.
So that's Twix egg.
Huh?
That's our Twix egg bit. So, Jackie, got some sponsors this week. I'd like to actually take you back to 1 week ago when my sponsor was the Easter Cottage.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I think I could take you back 2 weeks ago because I think they were my sponsor then as well.
I don't know who they are, I am.
Well, guess who's back this week?
Yeah.
Easter Cottage. Easter Cottage, folks, and if you heard the podcast last week, you heard the tale of Kelly and Carter Tepper, who some folks may remember, if I could take you back to several weeks ago, our Christmas episodes when Kelly and Carter Tepper ran the Christmas Cottage. When they tried to open up a business.
I can call it whatever I want, but it's just, it's a furnace. It's a big thing to burn.
Well, they have the cottage, at the Christmas Cottage, they had that trailer, and they had some Christmas decorations in it, and you walk through it.
But that ain't what it's for. You go there to burn up.
You burn up all your Christmas. They were trying to get you to bring your Christmas trees down there so they could burn it, but they needed to stay in business. They were really hitting you hard to bring them Christmas trees in during the month of December. Before Christmas. Did not work out so well, and they went under, and they had to load up their children, and they were just living through the kindness of relatives and strangers off the streets, catching rabbits with their bare hands. Hard times for the Tepper family. Well, they come back, and they built that adobe hut, and it is the Easter Cottage. They put up some Easter decorations. You walk through that adobe hut, and in the back is the fire pit.
But the Easter you could burn year round. It didn't have anything.
Well, we found out last week they found themselves in the same situation again. This happens to many of our
sponsors.
But
just on Easter. Now, I ain't got no problem with burning up all that fake grass and them baskets taking up space and all that.
That made Jackie happy.
Yeah, well, it's not, I don't like looking at it. I like seeing it everywhere.
But it was a timing issue. They needed to stay in business.
Well, it's the same thing. If they went out of business for Christmas, why wouldn't they do it on Easter? It's the same thing. If you just burn up on that time of year, you can't work. It's a furnace. You burn all year round, garbage, whatever else, not just Christmas presents, not just the Easter basket, everything.
Well, they took your suggestion, Jackie, and they went to Mayor Bain-Jekyll. As heard on this very podcast last week, Mayor Bain-Jekyll issued them all the proper permits they needed to burn whatever you got. garbage,
Just take
trash,
it down. It's still called
refuse.
Easter Cottage, which is fine. I don't care if he's but it's just, burn it up. That's all he do all year round, yeah.
So we were happy that one of our sponsors had found a way to stay in business.
Well, should have done that to begin with. It wouldn't have never mind. It's fine.
Unfortunately, at the end of the copy they give me to read, they specified no gays. So I went down there to give them their $25 back, and because here at the Red State Update podcast, whatever, we are not homophobes. Call us whatever you want else besides that.
We ain't gay either, though.
Gay panic jokes, really?
It ain't a joke. I'm just letting people know.
So, folks, I went down there to give them their $25 back. I took $3 out for gas. And I went down there and I pounded on that door to that adobe hut. They were nowhere to be found. There were news crews.
Yeah, word get out.
So I was like, hey, baby, where's Kelly and Carter Tepper and their hungry children? They said they have gone into hiding. They have become a target of pro-gay marriage hit squads on the internet.
Yeah.
People were taking their anger at these bigots, these homophobes, these anti-Americans, and they were taking it out on Kelly and Carter Tepper, who, granted, are homophobes, bigots, and possibly anti-American.
I didn't know there was all that, and when they said, take that money back to them, yeah. Makes sense, yeah.
So I went around back and found that they were just under a tarp in the fire pit. I said, what are y'all doing? Why did you say it's your own fault? Basically what I said. And I was like, what's going on? They're like, we're hiding out, but we're building tunnels to get to different locations. We just tunneled to the Apple store. That's just off the square of Murfreesboro, so we could check our email. And we have found out that anti-gay marriage activists have set up a GoFundMe account for Kelly and Carter Tepper.
Wow.
Because they were getting so much, getting attacked merely because they hate gay people. And these conservative activists had raised $17 million for them on GoFundMe.
What?
17 big ones they earned off their hatred and anger and incomprehension at the 21st century. So they said, you keep that $22. Tell everybody that, unfortunately, we are closing the Easter Cottage and the fire pit in back. You're going to have to burn your garbage somewhere else. And we are going to buy a mansion and live in the swimming pool, basically. I mean, they're going to live in the mansion. They're just going to be, it's a figure of speech. They're going to be in the pool a lot.
If it's nice out, yeah.
So $17 million.
What?
Which got me thinking about my morals and whether they're worth it. And then later I come to find out that they sold the Easter Cottage to Ted and Ralph of the Glory Shelf, Christian bookstore, Glory Shelf Books and Balloons. So Ted and Ralph are going to move the adobe hut over to the back of the Glory Shelf, and then they're going to build a fire pit in back of that adobe hut.
They going to burn stuff?
So there's going to be the Glory Shelf, Bibles, books, balloons, burning.
Well, that don't sound right. Sounds like you're going to burn that stuff, but they're just going to have it just to burn in it, right? Just regular burning place, right?
Yeah, it's just for garbage or whatever.
Oh,
They're not
man.
going to tie it into any holidays. They're
Good
going to leave
Lord.
the Easter cottage up
That's
there
good.
because they celebrate Easter year round.
They're going to make money hand over fist right there. That's a good investment right there.
That is weird.
That's-
Bibles, books, balloons, burning.
It sounds
does
like
sound
burning, like
you're
you're going to
those
burn
things.
all that stuff. They need to figure out how to change the name different way. It's just,
So Ted and Ralph bought the business from the anti-gay people. And, of course, as we all know, Ted and Ralph are rumored to be homosexuals.
Well, it makes sense to think that. I don't know if either one of them said it. It don't matter. That's what the point is, right?
I asked him, I said, you guys going to come out in support of gay marriage and, to show that even people who own a Christian bookstore and sell balloons and also own a fire pit can also support gay marriage? And they said, "Don't Uncle Tom us. You don't check your privilege." So I said, "All right. I don't know. I don't know whose side I'm supposed to be on here."
Yeah, all I see is they gonna make money hand over fist. Didn't say nothing about being whatever. They ain't got nothing to do with it.
Well, they got $17 million now, Jackie.
Well, why did they? Now, my sponsor, you said I was supposed to go give their money back.
Yep. Did you do it?
Well, I went down there, and again, I don't understand because they're coming through. They serve gays. My sponsor, by the way, last week, Christ in Cakes is her name.
That's Christ in Cakes.
Christ.
Apostrophe cakes.
Well, it's on the menu one way, on the sign the other way, but it's supposed to be Christ. Either way, what is Christ in Cakes?
Like in the cake, there's Jesus.
Because love is in the cake, because they put it together, and they're
right.
strong Christians, got good, strong love for the Lord in the heart.
Love comes from Jesus through them into your cake.
Yeah.
What's their name again?
Christ in Cakes.
Well, what's the name of the people who own it?
Bill and Dolly Granders. Know them well. Know that they're good. Good Bible. I mean, they about as good Christian as it is.
But they say they will.
They serve now. They saw all the trouble everybody's getting into and all this mess, which I'll be honest, it seems like a waste of time for me. Everybody get up in arms over cake flowers and stuff. I'm tired of seeing a pizza, whatever it is. Tired of seeing it on TV.
Those are like if you had cake, flowers, and pizza, that's a party.
That's why do you
we're turning it into.
I don't know. It's silly
We're
to me.
giving them $17 million. We're running them out of business, and then we're giving $17 million. I don't understand this country. We got to get on the same page here.
Well, it's just a waste of time as far as I'm concerned. All this stuff.
So they were serving Bill and Dolly. What's their name again?
Granders. Granders. Bill and Dolly.
So they will serve gays at Christ and Cakes, but not actually at Christ and Cakes. They had to go around the
back door cake, back door
cakes.
Back door cakes for what if you are that persuasive. And it wasn't so much for them, it was for their customers. If gay people, the people I've known that turned out to be gay just seemed just like regular people, wouldn't think one way or another about them. But somehow gay people just lay or whatever.
What?
But how
No.
Just open with it. No, I ain't saying nothing wrong with it. It's just, like that. And they come in the store in the front, their other Christian clientele, patrons that might react strongly to that.
I think you might be thinking of stereotypes of gay people as performed by straight males on 60s and 70s variety shows.
I'm just saying that's what some people in their minds. Now, like I said, I know gay people don't act that way. Never would. But some people think, if they see that, they go, "Oh, that's that's gay right there." Which I'm fine with that too. It don't matter to me. But they didn't. They worried about people getting startled or scared or whatever. So backdoor cake seemed to take care of the problem. Gay people need a wedding. Just going up to the backdoor cake's right there for them.
So they solved this problem by segregation.
what do you call it? But I mean, you were saying I took the money, like you said, after you explained it to me, and I got to think about it. I said, yeah, that ain't right. So I was going down there and take $25 down to them. But they didn't nobody raise no money for them. I don't understand if the other one is bad. They get $17 million. Christ and Cakes still just Christ and Cakes, and I think, I don't know if I still have backdoor cakes after I explained to them, but either way.
So how much money did they get raised for them?
They didn't get no money raised for them, is the point I'm saying.
Oh, just like 9 or 10 million.
No, they didn't get. Nobody talked about them raising money, and they just as bad to gay people. How come they don't make any money? I don't understand what I'm saying.
Are you saying they only made like 3 or 4 million?
They didn't make any money at all. Nobody said anything about them. They backdoor cakes. And like you said, you explained it to me, and I said that's wrong. They shouldn't be treating gay people that way. Walk that $25 back down there and give it to them. But they ain't made a dime off of it.
Well, they went about their gay hatred the wrong way. Obviously, when they went public about how much they hate gay people, they didn't do it in a way that was conducive to getting $17 million. Well,
I don't see why one person can hate gays one way and another one hate it this way. If I hate gays, I ought to be able to make as much money as far as I'm concerned. If you in the business of gay hating, what makes one better than the other? Make more money. I don't understand.
Well, maybe if they'd said no gays or no gay weddings or something, instead they tried to half-ass it where gays can come in, but they have to come in a hidden lesser entrance.
I guess all in branding or whatever, advertising like
it's
anything
all branding
else.
These
it's
days.
Just trying to I'm going to hate these gays better than, if anybody
it's not a
going to be.
Competition.
Well, it must be because one person's making all this money more than the other one.
My sponsor won it.
What do you mean
it's not
won
a competition.
Competition. It's happening, I think, other places too, not just around here. If you going to, I just curious why one person can say they don't like gays and make more money than the other one. That don't make any sense.
Well, don't be a sore loser, Jackie.
I ain't no loser. I ain't got nothing at stake in any of this. I'm just saying it don't seem right to me if two places, and they're Easter college, they got, Christ the Case got Christ right there in the name of it. That seems like they more Christian, and, but Christian, supposed to have a loving heart, and they had a loving heart just enough to give cake at backdoor cakes. Different establishment now. Different establishment, but
maybe
same building, same people. Building Dolly Grangers, they are the ones that had both businesses basically owned by them, but you separate the business, so gay people, where they gonna get a cake around here? You tell me.
Maybe people think they were just doing that for tax reasons and not because they hate gay people, and they just let it slide and didn't give them any millions.
Oh, good Lord. You better not. That's what all you people are sitting there saying. They're making all this money off of hating gays. What do you think IRS under Obama's going to do to you? You better get your taxes straight. I tell you that right now.
So that's Easter Cottage. No longer in business, but if you really want to see an adobe hut decorated for Easter,
it's okay to go to Easter Cottage now because they own it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Christ and Cakes, as far as I know, they I think they closed back door cakes down, but maybe not. I don't know. I can't speak on that. But they're not my sponsor because they haven't made a decision one way or the other.
So you saying they may have shut down backdoor cakes and they're just going to let gay people come in and order cakes?
No, they ain't going to do that. Are you crazy? No. If you shut down backdoor cakes, you got to be Christ the Cakes and say no, and let's see how much money I can get that way. If you be nice and let gay people come in the back way, you don't get no money. Now, I ain't saying this is right. I'm just saying I don't understand how one not like gays make this much money, the other one don't make no money.
I don't understand.
Lord knows there's plenty of businesses across this country that do not like gay people.
Right. But they're being forced into it because they don't want to get a bunch of replies on Twitter. You think Walmart likes gay people?
They do, don't they?
They said they did.
They said they
They
did,
said
yeah.
they did.
Yeah, well, they had to, because how many gay people work for Walmart?
But what
if you
I
come
want-
out and say, I don't like, look, everybody, even the people that don't like gay people, probably some of them, you got gay people working for them. Don't make any sense. I remember years ago around here local, remember Cracker Barrel? The whole thing, Cracker Barrel asked them to leave. Pitiful. Remember that? Years and years ago. You think it's bad now. Back then, he couldn't even talk about getting a wedding cake. But I remember Cracker Barrel, and I know for a fact Cracker Barrel had, I know somebody personally, I ain't going to say their names on here, whether they want it, but they was
I've
gay.
heard stories about Cracker Barrel after hours.
There's gay people everywhere in there. And then, but they come around the other way and said, no, you can't eat there. You can work there, but you can't eat there. That sounds like something else.
This is pre-Twitter.
Well, see, back in, things took a while. Now they computer everybody mad all the same time. Back in, you had to write a letter, stick it in the envelope, send it off, and they get what they call hate mail. Remember back in, that's what said today. They got 2, 3, 4 bags of hate mail. But it took a while to get all that hate mail. So by the time it stacks up and the news is talking to you, everybody going on something else.
So now I'm sure Cracker Barrel would say they love gay people. But what I want to do is strap some of these CEOs to a lie detector. That's the only way I'm going to find out how they really... Because I feel like we're forcing people to like gay people because they know if they don't say they like gay people, they're going to get a boycott or they're going to get a bunch of shit on Twitter. I want to know how they really feel. It's not their actions are not enough. And the bullshit they put out in the press release, and they're like, hey, Indiana, I want to strap them down, inject them with some truth serum, and hear the hatred spill out of their filthy mouths.
Yeah.
I may be projecting. I don't know. Maybe they love gay people. But it'd be nice to hear that, too. Still, I think the best way to find out is forced confessions.
Forced confessions? You don't have to tell news. When news comes in and said you going to make pizza for gay people, you don't have to answer them. You keep it, it never come up, first off. And none of this stuff ever come up if it weren't for the politicians making a big deal about it. All these bakers and florists and everything else probably going on business as usual. Gay man come in there and order cake and wouldn't think twice about it. Here you go. But now all these politicians saying, well, I'm going to make it where you can't sell no gay if you don't want to. And then, puts them on spot, just like a report coming in. Like, well, would I do that? I reckon not. I don't know. They still ought to. I ain't saying they ain't less worse or better than the politicians making a big deal. To me, it seems like politicians just using this situation for what I don't know.
Can't we just get to a place where we don't sell anything to politicians?
That'd be fine me.
So that's Easter Cottage. Out back behind the glory shelf now. Kelly and Carter Tepper. Give me $25 last week. Let me keep most of it. I put some of it in my gas tank.
I know that ain't fair either, because you go down there to give $25 and all this comes out different, and they still get a sponsor. I had to take my $25 down there, and I ain't got no sponsor this week.
What are their names again?
Bill and Dolly Grandlers.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey, Jackie, bro.
Dunlap.
We talk about all this gay mess. You got to hear about it all the time. Don't even need to be talked about as far as I'm concerned at this point. I don't see what's the game from it.
Equal rights.
Well, no, I'm saying I don't care anymore. Is the point I'm saying. If that argument should be over. I was saying that should be over with. Just gay people won't get married. Let them get married. I don't see that.
But you're saying the politicians still making hay.
Well, I don't know what they're gaining from it. Is the point. It don't make any sense.
There's still a lot of people who don't like gay people.
I know that, but obviously there ain't enough of them. There's enough of them with money, that's for sure. I say you that. Now, money has a lot to do with politics, as you can tell. $17 million or however many millions of dollars you're going to get for not liking gays. So that money's coming from somewhere. But why did they get the money to begin with? Because a bunch of more people who don't have money still can vote, whatever. They coming down on crazy on Twitter, everything.
It was funny watching the Republican candidates for president, alleged candidates for president.
Well, Santorum said today a sign maker ought not have to make a sign that says what is Westboro Baptist stuff. Trying to flip it, see? Trying to flip it.
So if sign makers don't have to make signs for Westboro Baptist, that's equal to cake makers not wanting to make cakes.
I
cakes.
didn't say that. I said Santorum saying that. Yeah.
Is Santorum running again?
He must be. Why the hell is he saying anything?
That's true. If you're weighing in on this, you either have a podcast, a Twitter account, or you're running for president.
Well, then you got Rand Paul.
Now, what'd he say?
They trying to ask him, all this stuff happening there. And they said, Rand Paul, what, ask him, he on vacation. They said he out of pocket right now. He ain't got time to talk about that. So he's somewhere trying to figure out how the hell to say it. Because Rand Paul, reading people like him, care anything about him, I know better, Little Weasel is proving it right now, is that he says we all be talking about this and this, instead of all this gay stuff, that's a bunch of horse hockey. And I agree with him on that. But now he won't say it no more because he run for president.
And he needs the people who think it ain't horse hockey to vote for him.
Well, I guess you reckon he thinks it does, don't he?
Why does he also just say him being out of pocket is gross because I imagine him like in my pocket?
Oh.
And I used to imagine Ron Paul in my pocket, and that was fun because you could say to
Ron
his
Paul,
daddy,
yeah, now that makes sense. You say something like, well, there's a difference between nice little crazy old man and weasel.
Like,
that's a difference.
I'm going to go in this Krispy Kreme and I want to get me a donut. I'm going to tear you off a hunk of it, little Ron Paul, and you can eat that for dinner, okay? And he'd
Constitution,
okay,
yeah.
whatever you say. I'm happy with that. But Rand Paul, I don't want him in my pocket.
No.
I don't want to tear off a hunk of nothing and feed it to him.
No, sir.
Little weasel.
Be down there gnawing up. Yeah, with a little, just, I know what, yeah. They don't just say what they mean
Why don't
all
they
the
just
time.
be who they are? Like Rand Paul is libertarian, thinks we shouldn't send troops nowhere. He doesn't care about gay marriage, or actually thinks that gays should actually be married. That may actually be what he thinks. He ain't never gonna say it.
He wants everybody to get high. He says that sometimes, didn't say it don't. Let everybody get high.
Why doesn't he just say what? Why don't they just be themselves?
They got more of a chance of doing something if they do. And they go for both sides. If you don't like gays, come on out and say it. Say, I think they're going to burn in hell. Say it as loud as you can, and then see who's going to vote for who.
Because they'd be 2 or 3 people who legitimately hate gays on the Republican side.
Of course it would.
And then they'd get the votes of the people who hate gays, and then Rand Paul would get the votes of people who want to be high but like gays, and then Jeb Bush would get like accountant votes. Jeb Bush, he tried to walk it back. That's funny to me. Why do they think we want them to lie? We don't want them to lie.
All they're doing is sitting there saying this to one person, saying that to another person, and thinking, what? That gets out. Everybody sees that.
We know. I refuse to play along anymore. They're all liars. They're lying to get the base vote, and then they're going to change if they become the actual nominee. We see it. We know it. They're not fooling anybody. He's on vacation. He's hiding in a closet.
And all this is so he's hiding in a closet over some pizza place that would never, ever cater a gay wedding, whether they liked him or not. And that's what he's hiding in the closet over. What is happening to this country?
They create this stuff, and then they can't deal with it. That's who's running the country. They make a bunch of mess. They're in our kitchen, in America's kitchen.
Yeah.
They're going through the cabinets. They're dumping everything in there on the floor. Syrup, cereal, opening cans of beans.
Making a mess.
Spaghetti, uncooked spaghetti.
All right. You don't have to say all the food they're doing.
All the different kinds of cereal. Tricks, Lucky Charms.
All right.
They got that new Jif cereal,
All right,
peanut butter
enough.
cereal.
All right.
And they dumping all that in the floor. And then they're not only are they not going to clean it up, they don't even have the foggiest notion how to clean it up. If you say you're going to clean that up, politician, governor of Indiana, and give him a broom, he'd be like, stabbing at the floor with the handle, like he doesn't even know how to clean it up. He's like, I'm like, well, you made the mess, and then they act like, well, I didn't make the mess. I'm just responding to my constituents, and then the idiots. They're ruining the country, people's lives, causing fights,
Yep.
egging people on. It's like they save up and buy a boxing ring. They pay for the setup. They pay for it. They rent a plot of land just outside of town. They put up the boxing ring. They print up flyers like fight tonight. Come on out and see it. They take the money. They sell popcorn. And then they're like, well, I'm just responding to what my constituents want. I don't know who they get in there to be. I couldn't follow that through. I was like, well, then who's going to be in the ring? It's like they set up the fight. Do you follow me? They rent the boxing ring. They pay for the gloves.
Yep. All right. I'm following you.
And then they
got a coach.
They get the coach and they get the water bottles and the bucket you spit it into.
It's like old.
They set up the chairs for the audience.
Like Clint Eastwood and what's her face?
Sandra Locke.
No, Clint Eastwood boxing. Morgan Freeman cleaned up in.
Oh, right.
Cleaned up in the boxing match. The
You
girl
say
fought.
Clint Eastwood and what's her face? I think Sandra Locke.
Well,
That's
yeah,
how he
but I
refers to
understand.
her.
But you was talking about boxing in this.
Right, I didn't follow that through.
What's his
See,
name?
my-
Baby. $1 million.
Baby.
$1 million baby. It's like that. You set it all up, and then where you wind up.
See, my mind.
At the end of it, you wind up like her tube in your mouth, laid up. Everybody.
That's America right now. Tobe in her mouth,
Yep.
laid up.
That's good. Yeah, good analogy right there.
But I can't figure out who's fighting. Like, how do they?
Oh,
get the
she was
people to
fighting that
fight?
crazy woman. Remember,
Right,
used to be a
no.
prostitute, something like that.
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
She's the one. She got in there and she cheated and kicked out under the feet. And she fell down, hit the stool, and then Clint Eastwood gave her a shot.
Yeah. I remember that.
I don't know where she's from. Oh, South America, something I can't remember. Oh, somewhere overseas.
Remember, she'd take that food home at the beginning. $1 Million Baby would.
Yeah, the waitress left old food, had to eat something. Yeah, bless her heart.
And she'd say, "It's for my dog."
It wasn't always for her. We knew.
We knew.
Yeah. See, she was lying like a politician, not being
She's
honest.
lying like a politician.
Yep. Just say it. I'm taking this scraps half-eaten hamburger, and I'm going to eat it because I'm hungry and I ain't got no money. You stand up and be for yourself. And, of course, you know, what are they going to say? Well, you go on, eat the garbage, honey. Nobody gives a damn. It's for my dog.
Well, people get proud.
Well, that's the problem with everything. Well, just be honest with your situation. Have that politician, like you said, just say, I don't like gays, or I don't give a damn whether gays get married or not. Either one. Just say it and see where the, you know.
Let us vote on who you actually are instead of, maybe the problem is these people ain't nobody. They ain't nobody. If you take away the polling and you take away the.
Yeah. And see, we're all sitting here worried about whether the pizza place is going to give gay people pizza at the reception or whatever it is. And while all this is going on, this is where all Republicans, you see, you create this for yourself. This is what people come away thinking about you, is this mess. Well, right now, the world's going under. You worried about the pizza place and gay people, and then Obama, he just made friends with Iran, best friends with Iran now. All this stuff going on while you worried about, it just burns me up.
I don't even know who to believe there. It all seems fishy to me.
Of course it's fishy.
You got Obama.
You got two of the fishiest people ever making the biggest, fishiest deal ever. Obama lying and cheating everything else, and then Iran lying, cheating everything else. What the hell kind of deal do you think it is?
Fishy.
Fishy.
Smell like Submariner swim trunks. So that's how fishy that deal is, Jackie. It smells like the sea.
I know it's fishy. We should be, and I know some people are talking about it, but all the attention should be to that. What else? He gonna talk to Castro too.
Buddies.
We're our best buddies now, Iran and Cuba. Going down to talk. What's he gonna talk to Castro about? He gonna be in a wheelchair, bent over.
Raul Castro is who he's going to talk to.
Huh?
He's going to talk to the other Castro.
Not Fidel.
Nope.
Fidel. Good.
Maybe he'll make it. They'll wheel him in. I don't know. Maybe they'll be looking out the window and like, there he goes on his walk, like half a mile away on the grounds. It's not even him.
How's he still alive? He outlived how many people, presidents, whatever, been still been around. Of course, he ain't, Lord knows. So Cuba, Iran, best friends. He done something else too. I try not to look at it. You know, I can't look at it. You just turn on TV, instead of talking to the president or somebody from Iran, you're talking about someone who works in a pizza parlor. Nothing against people that work at pizza parlor. Didn't mean saying it that way. Besides some of the people at Domino's with that video, I trust what y'all's doing is the point I'm saying.
Which video was that?
Yeah, Domino's doing. I never eat there again. Never again. You showed me that thing on YouTube.
What?
People at Domino's.
I've seen so many videos.
They need to be watched.
Of food preparation people sticking their dicks in.
Right now, hush. I ain't gonna listen to it. Hush.
Rolling it around on some meat. Or like, are them fries ready? Almost. I gotta stick my dick in them.
Hey! I'm not gonna list this. Gonna make me sick.
Well, what did they stick their dick in on the Domino's?
It wasn't nothing like that. He's putting things in his nose.
Oh.
No, I didn't do that. I wouldn't watch no video of that.
Amateur.
I ain't gonna eat no Domino's ever. The rest of you fine. So I didn't mean to come out and say, I'm saying I trust y'all for the most part. Y'all don't need to be watched. I know some of you don't like gay people, and I'm sorry to hear that, but still, Obama is doing all this. And nobody's saying, I mean, a few people saying something, but not much. Only person I know that handled this well was old Cotton. That new fella. Cotton wrote the letter, remember?
He wrote that letter to Iran.
He wrote the letter, but see now, when they asked him about what's going on, he said, let's keep this in perspective. In Iran, they're hanging gay people. So he had an answer that with both of them in one sentence.
Hot take combined. Yep. Hot take combo.
That Cotton, he gonna sell a lot. I'm telling you, this is a man to watch. He's gonna sell a lot of books. He gonna be if you can come out in one line, gets both of them in there, it covers all the ground.
That's pretty good. Plus, he doesn't really answer anything. Like, do you hate gay people? He's like, not as bad as Iran.
Yeah,
that's gonna be the name of his book. I'll bet you.
Yep.
Not as bad as Iran.
Now, he ain't lying like we say, and the other people lie all the time. Cotton seems he just has a funny way of telling the truth, right? You know,
twist it.
Now, twist it, that's what a politician's supposed to do. We grew up years, that's what a politician does. Twist things, just make whoever twists it a little bit better, that's who wins. but not just lying.
Sometimes you can twist things around in a humorous fashion, make you think about it, like Mark Twain or Will Rogers.
Yeah.
Cotton may be trying to go down that road. Like, what do you think of gay things? Like, well, I tell you, in Iran, I reckon they'd be hanging them.
Yep.
Yo, take that home and sit on it for a while.
That's what.
Do a lasso trick. What do you think about Iran? Well, I tell you this much, they're probably hanging some gay people right now.
Yeah.
Think about that one for a while if you can. Tip his hat up. Really, that gets old. There's not so many places you can go with that. But he's got other answers like that, is what you're saying. It ain't just Iran.
But that's the best one he's done so far. He managed to combine both. Put them both in one. Because that's, the two things going on. Tip your hat to the gay pizza hating stuff, whatever, and then get to the meat of it, Iran. So
like a monologue joke on Jay Leno.
Yeah, something like that. That's he's someone to watch. Y'all keep your eyes on this Cotton fella. I sure will.
That is almost like a Jay Leno joke. Well, everybody's mad about this gay stuff. Did you hear about it in Iran? They're hanging them. It's not funny, though. It's
not particularly. It's not like punchline's supposed to make you laugh. That's awful.
Terrible.
Yeah. But I guess we're buddies with them now, though. Guess we're good friends with them.
Iran is our best friend, but also our best friend is Saudi Arabia. They hate Iran. That's going to be an awkward party.
Yeah. We already know Israel was supposed to be friends with them.
Israel hates Iran. It's like we're going out of our way to become friends with people that our friends hate.
Everybody hates, yeah.
So it's like we don't even want to get invited to any parties anymore. It's like sabotage, like social.
Don't invite so-and-so, he'll bring him. Oh, Lord.
You can't invite America. Should I invite America to my 40th birthday party? Well, he's going to bring Iran. They're going to find out about it, though. Well, maybe schedule it on a night that you know they can't come.
Yeah. That's how it works, yeah. That's it.
So do you got anything else to say about gay weddings?
I never had anything to say about gay weddings to begin with.
Or Iran? You got anything?
It's different. It's strange to me. I'm not used to it. But there's been gay people around since the day I was born. Always will be. And if I won't get mad, I don't see how it's gonna hurt me none. I'm just enough of it. Now, don't get in my face with it. Don't come in the store and say, look at my wedding ring. Here my picture of vacation, all that stuff. Unless I know you personally, then that's
different. I'd like
to
see some of those
Well,
pictures.
no, if it's somebody I know, I'm just saying some random gay people come up. That's a little too much.
So really, you're against strangers showing you pictures.
That's it. That's right. Now, see what the stranger does on here. Who that stranger's married to, what that stranger does ain't none of my concerns, the point I'm trying to make. Now, I did a little adjusting, come around to it, but I just don't see. I think it's over with. I could try to work it out, read the Bible, and think this, and the preacher can tell me all that, but all it's going to do is just make me mad and confused all the time, so to hell with it. Get married, I don't care. Don't matter to me one way or the other. How does it bother me? What's it do besides, like I said, stranger coming in, shoving it in your face?
Now, some people might say, Jackie,
Yeah.
they're just playing devil's advocate here, that California's drought, California running out of water, is God's punishment.
Well, they say that earthquake, too, stuff like that, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of bad stuff happens in California, so you can make a case that it's God's punishment. But now, maybe it ain't, I'm not saying it's punishment for gay things. It's probably just punishment for just how they live in general.
Yeah, maybe. I ain't want to say, but, I would put things like that happen, yeah.
Now, if somebody from California come in your store and was like, Jackie, we're out of water in California. I need to buy a bucket of water from you for $5.
Yeah, if I had it, yeah. If I ain't no drought, you can have water, yeah.
What if they said, we're running out of water, can I have a bucket of water from you? I got to take it back to California.
A bucket, sure, yeah. But then see, you give one away, then everybody's gonna come want a bucket of water.
There's like 40 million people in California.
Now,
they can show up.
I can't afford that. No, somebody gonna work out. So I read somewhere that old Jerry Brown, hey, the governor out there, was $1 billion gonna fix it, something like that. Never heard such $1 billion. Politicians, besides wars and stuff like that.
What's he gonna do with $1 billion?
I don't know. How does it make it? How do you make it rain with $1 billion or whatever you got to do? It don't make any sense to me. So I got this covered. We're gonna get $1 billion in this. Now, well, get all the money in the world. It ain't gonna make it. Water don't come out of the sky. You gonna build a waterfall? I don't know what you do.
Maybe he meant make it rain like at a strip club. Like if you get $1 billion, you can really make it rain.
Wouldn't put it past him coming out of his mouth. He's used to old Jerry Brown like sleep around with old ladies and stuff like that years ago. I remember.
Who were the ladies that slept around? Just anybody?
I don't know, singer, rock stars, things like that, whatever. He's cool or whatever. Back in the 70s, he's supposed to be cool. Now he just old.
That's what happens.
Yep. Everybody, yeah, you ain't got no choice, yeah. I don't know, some people was cool all the way up till the end. Henry Fonda, wasn't he? He's always cool, whatever you want to call it.
You think Henry Fonda was cool?
To me, that's what I think's cool, yeah, him. From back in the Oxbow incident to all the way up to old Golden Pound. He just, nobody I'd rather be like an old Henry Fonda. Now, he bad sometimes, but most time he, good.
What do you think cool means?
Just, I don't know, cool. Just, that's cool. The first time I remember word cool all the time, it was Fonzie and Snoopy said it.
Snoopy, Joe Cool.
That's it, Joe Cool.
Fonzie said cool.
Something like that. He said, hey, I don't remember say cool. That's cool. I don't remember. For some reason, I just so said Snoopy sunglasses on Fonzie. It was the first time I heard it. I don't know, probably around before then. I don't know, something everybody likes, something nice. I don't know, cool. Just with it. With it. Come from the hippies, I guess. I don't know. Fonzie wasn't no hippie.
He
was
pre-hippie.
He before that. I like that better than hippie. Because that kept his hair clean and nice. Always combing the hair, looking in the window. Though they say all these old greaser or whatever, call them greasers. But they always had a nice jacket, look nice, blue jeans, good boots, cleaning, combing the hair, and then turn in the hippie, and they just homeless people. Nothing cool about that, I didn't think. So Fonzie cool, hippie, just, like I said.
What come after the hippies, would you say? I like this history of America from Jackie's point of view.
I don't know what come after hippies. I don't know.
Well, think back to Forrest Gump.
They still hippies. Now, Forrest Gump, now, when there wasn't no hippies or nothing no more, he just running back and forth. They didn't know what to do.
Wasn't there like some disco, or she gets on cocaine and gets on the ledge?
Oh, yeah, hippie, and then, disco, cocaine, disco, yeah.
And then running.
And then there wasn't nothing to do after that, after disco. Of course, future, may be something in the future. I don't know. With the way this world works, who knows what's going to be next? Been through enough already. I'll pass on whatever it's going to be next. I'm getting up there in age. I tell you what, I'm about ready to go.
You're just going to lay down. You refuse to accept any more change.
It's going to change. The point is, it's going to change whether I'm here or not. Now, I can sit here and get worked over. Now, if they start coming in the store and, attacking people, if it gets that bad, I'll do something. I'll stand up. But,
what you going to do?
I'll get that shotgun. You come in this store, I'll get that shotgun down.
You got a shotgun in here?
Not in this room we're in now. Shotgun upstairs.
Where is it?
I got some pistols somewhere in one of these boxes somewhere. People, you know, back in the day, and I had money, people wheeling deal. Used to be a lot of wheeling dealing. Don't see it like you do nowadays. Wheeling day people come in and got a nice look at this, cowboy hat. You want this, and you'd say I'd trade you some of that for this. I'll take that, and then
Who did this? Gypsies?
no, not
that
gypsy.
racist?
I'm
I'm
saying
sorry.
back in. I don't know what's racist and not anymore. All I'm saying
I
is
forget. I think of things as fake things I know from television. Then I forget there's actual people that are those things.
Well, I'm saying it wasn't a rare thing if somebody pulled up 70s, 80s, I guess 60s. So you pull up. I got these guns, nice good set of guns, and if I had the money, that's a good set of guns. You sell them to somebody else. It's an investment. Get this, put
Why
that.
were they selling guns in the first place? Were they on the run?
I wasn't, as far as I can tell, it wasn't on the run or nothing. I'm just saying back in, you sell anything out of a trunk. That's what people did for a living. It used to be salesmen. Now I ain't salesman. Get on a computer, hit a button. Used to be somebody come in, bring guns, nice coats, steaks, food, silverware, whatever. Come up and sell it to you. You buy it out there. Now it's back in. I had a little more money flow than I do now. You'd say, all right, them guns, I'll take them guns. Oh, that's silverware. And I, in thinking about turning around selling it to somebody else. And you get busy, life goes on. You end up with boxes of stuff in here. So there's guns and everything in here. Ain't no food, I don't think. I always use the food.
So you just bought guns off of strangers and coats and forks, and this was the 70s.
Early 70s, I guess, sometime around there. That's what people did. You sold things. Nowadays, like I said, ain't no salesman no more. You got to go to the salesman.
That ain't a salesman. Is like a briefcase and knock on the door and pardon me, ma'am, or you go into selling a car. That's somebody
That's one way,
opening their
yeah.
trunk.
That's one way to do it. Well, what's the guy in the briefcase? He got out in the car if he buys some or vacuum, whatever else it is.
If a guy shows up with a damn briefcase full of guns, I think he is a
It wasn't full of
hitman.
gun. I don't. What's a hitman gonna give me a gun for?
I don't know. Why's anybody gonna give you a gun?
Just trying to get rid. I got a bunch of these guns trying to get
Why are
rid
they
of them.
trying to get rid of guns? This is
I
all
don't. That's
fishy.
one example. I bought some guns one time or another. You ask what I have a shotgun. Had it for years. That's in the family. I've had that gun forever. Now, but down here in the bucket here, there's boxes. We're boxes and everything down here, and I know there's some pistols. Don't know where.
That's fishy, Jackie. That's fishy guns.
Oh hell.
And you got boxes of them down
I
here.
wouldn't do
You
it
don't
now.
know where they come from.
I wouldn't do it nowadays. The way things are, people are crazy as hell. Back in, everything wasn't like it. Didn't have people shooting up everything all the time. You always had a few people. Now it's all the time. I wouldn't do it. People trying to get rid of guns or something. But back in, it's just like, I got these guns. Anybody interested? And I said, well, I had a look at them. One of them's a 38, and I can't remember what there's somewhere in here in these boxes.
Can I have them?
No, you can't have them. I'll sell them to you. I would you, but you ain't got no money, so no.
I'll give you $5.
You ain't getting no guns for $5, I'll tell you that right now.
I'll give you $7. Is this how it used to go?
No, it didn't go like that.
I'll give you $4.
No, we ain't gonna be $4 yet. Crazy.
So that was how it used to be back in the day. How we're going to end this podcast.
Yeah.
We appreciate you listening. Soon Iran will have a nuclear weapon thanks to Obama, and
Yep.
it won't matter if you have pizza at your wedding or not.
That's right. Everybody be gays all over and getting mad, and everybody bringing pizza to it. Everybody bring pizza to it, and then next thing you know, up in a cloud of smoke. So don't matter one way or the other. Worry about that mess while the world goes down. That's fine.
Well, maybe these people would like to get married and spend their last remaining days.
That's fine. I ain't got a problem. You took it the wrong way. I ain't got no problem if I said it a million times. How many times I got to say it?
You keep saying it in weird ways.
How's it weird ways? I said all gays get married all they want. And I said it don't matter. Get married and a bomb goes off. We're worried about something ought not to be. What you eat at what you ought not be worried about. 2, which don't make any sense to me. And we're best Iran come over here anytime we want. They may have to come through the back door, but they still get here. Come on over, Iran. You are buddy. Hell no, Iran's in the front door. Israel's in the back door under Obama.
That's racist.
What?
That's racist.
How's it racist?
Making Jewish people go in the back door. That's
I know.
straight up
That's
racist.
straight up racist. Netanyahu can't even. He has to go to every TV show to get heard. Obama ain't listen to him.
They reduced Netanyahu basically to damn.
Like an infomercial, something just on TV constantly.
Just the worst person from Scrubs got a movie out. He can only get like on Carson Daly's show.
Wow.
That's who Netanyahu is now. Netanyahu be good on Scrubs.
I like him. Yeah, he's good. Yeah. I don't know. Scrubs. What is it?
What'd you say?
Scrubs.
Hmm?
What is it?
You said it.
What is it? I don't know what you're talking about.
What'd you say again?
Scrubs.
That's pretty good. It was a TV show.